Page 27, Album Leaf, a very famous piece by Grieg. 4/4 time, 1 flat in the key signature. So we're either in F major or D minor. Well, which is it? Well, look at the end. In the end, you have to find, see, the end isn't at the bottom here because it has that DS thing I'll talk about a little bit later. The end is actually the end of the second line, where it's here. That's a D minor chord. I'm guessing this is probably in D minor. Let's cover the notes and the rhythms first. Right hand, you have a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 4. It means there should be a measure somewhere else with 3 counts in it. Well, good luck finding it, because I can't find one. In my opinion, that's an error. There should be one. I mean, it's an easy thing to fix. They could have done it by at the bottom, rather than a DS, they could have made a DC and left off that last note at the bottom, that A, because that is the same as the A at the top. And then they don't need the DS or the sign. They could have had 3 beats in that measure at the bottom, but they chose not to do it that way, so that's fine. It doesn't really affect how we play it, so let's just move on. Here we go. 4, 2, 1 and 2 and 3, and lift up, a little up here. And down, and then so it's not a 5-finger position. And then again, see, first measure, second line, add 2. Isn't that fun? You're just gonna love it. Third line, now we come way down here. It's an A and an F. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if on the next measure, for the B flat E, you can do a 2/4 if you want, or a 1/4 if you have small hands, whichever. It's up to you. And the last line, left hand, broken chords down here. I'm just rotating. Sending weight from one side of the hand to the other. It's like walking on a keyboard. Try and get these notes down at the same time if you can. I'm not very good at it, but you can do it. Third line, the left hand gets the melody. You got 1 beat rest to come down. 1 and 2. Cross over third finger. You got to reach down with the little finger. And then again. 1 and 2. It's an octave. Rest, and then we go back. Put the hands together. You got to move both hands during the rest. The left hand plays first, so if you want to get the left hand in place, and as you're playing it, get the right hand down. It's up to you. I like to move one hand at a time if I can, so I'll probably I'll get the left hand real quick, and then as I'm playing it, I'll get the right hand. There. And I've already moved my right hand up, so it's fine. And then as I play that, I get the left hand up. And put in the articulation. So, staccatos and accents. Staccato, accent a little extra. The left hand, just keep it in the background, just connect it. In the slurs and the staccatos. And the third line, it switches. Now the left hand is legato and the right hand gets staccato. Make sure you lift up between the slurs. So forth. Once you can do that, then we can put in the dynamics, soft, You have to decide what soft is, and then make the other stuff very soft. The accent is going to take it up to about a moderately soft, because your accent is in relation to where you're at. So if we're soft here, the accent is just a little louder than that. When you're staying in the soft range, you don't have to stay exactly. You can get a little louder and softer, but for the first two lines, it's all in the soft range. And then in the third line, now it's loud, that's the left. And you're going to go up to very loud. Right in there. And then you echo that soft. And then loud again. Soft. Keep the right hand out of the way. And the third line. You get the idea, I hope. Then we can figure out, well, what is this roadmap thing? The roadmap is like, when do you go where? Because a lot of times in music, you just start at the beginning and you play it straight through to the end. Not always. A DS at the bottom, DSL fine, not fine, it's fine. It's all Italian. And they explain it at the top what the DS stands for. I like to say DS because I can't say all them other words very well. DS simply means go to the sign. Then you have to find where the sign is, because it could be anywhere. In this case, it's at the top in the first full measure. It's that squiggly do thingy-majigger, that sign, that thing. You go back to that. So when you play the last measure at the bottom, you go right back up to the sign. Up there. Fine means go to fine. Fine means stop. It means the end. And if you look, you'll find the fine is at the end of the second line. In my opinion, there's an error there, because they really should have had a thin and thick bar line there at the fine, because that's the thin and thick bar line is the symbol for end of a piece. So if you look at the bottom of page 26 at the end, you see the thin and thick. It doesn't have to be at the end at the bottom. It's at wherever the piece ends. In my opinion, you can take a pencil and thicken that second bar line at the end of the second line and make that a thin and thick bar line. That's really what it is. So you played it there. Then allegretto. It's a fun speed. Again, it's a felt thing. What do you think? It's not fast. It's just sort of fast. You have to pick a speed that works for you, but it's got to be a steady speed, whatever it is. Then at the end of the second line, when you finish it, you retard. The last two measures of the second line. Retard only at the very end when you could do the fine. Don't retard when you're going to go to the third line. I don't recommend it. I recommend keep the same speed going until the very end. Now they've added pedal. I don't know why exactly, but they have. So let's examine, why are we pedaling these? Because you don't need pedal in this piece at all. Again, as near as I can tell, we're only reinforcing the half notes, wherever they are. We're just giving them a little color. So and as near as I can tell, that's the only reason we're doing. We're just adding a little extra color for the accented half notes for the most part. And you're not pedaling all of them because you're not pedaling the left hand. There's no accent on that because it's the first part of the measure that gets it there. So you pedal it as you see fit. I wouldn't pedal any more than what's shown here, but again, you don't even need to pedal that if you don't want to. To play this with you very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I will try and do the pedaling as they're showing, and we are going to do the DS Alfini thing. So I'll give us 3 counts because we come in on beat 4. Let's just try it slowly together. 1, ready, go. Rest.